Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm like, and welcome to my page. My page is about common sense, but I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, that means there's something very, 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 very fucking important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people that drink, people like AWAS, people like DMT. Listener's discretion is advised. And when I say all those things, have a question. Okay? Have a question. All right? Don't make speculation. Don't make any judgments unless you ask questions. And my videos are not for the general masses of asses. That's it. All right. So if you are the type of person who don't like common sense, who don't like basically thinking outside the box, you should just skedaddle. Get out of here. All right. Let's talk about a topic for today, what I saw on the internet. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, guys and gals and everything in between. AI will eventually take over the attorneys. Isn't that good news? I saw it on the internet, but I'm like, I've always envisioned that you should be able to use the AI for a very small minimum cost, with all of the stipulations and laws and jurisdictions in your state, in your county, through AI. You don't need attorneys because attorneys may not know everything like the AI, right? So I'm just putting this out there. I've seen the image of it, and they're doing conference calls to get it started and getting cracking. Because a lot of times when you go to court, right, they're going on hearsay, and you're going to need a lot of convincing evidence in order to convict, right? Because it's really an uphill battle for the person who's blaming the other person, right? Like if I file and I want to do something and I want to file a lawsuit on someone, basically I went through all of these procedures and I have all my T's crossed and all my dots crossed. And the AI will guide me on with the things that I need, the paperwork that I need, right? And while the AI distributes these things, then it will most likely go against the grain of the system because of bias. Biasism, bigotry is a big thing in the court systems, okay? We need to remove these feelings out of the situations of the courts. We need more evidence. We need more video footage. We can't just use hearsay. You must use enough convincing evidence without the benefit of the doubt, okay, to make the case go much faster than what it is, okay? And that's a good thing because you know how everyone tries to get attorneys, and sometimes the attorneys are not best suited for you, okay, because they don't have the experience. But the AI is way more advanced, way more advanced. And so that's all I really want to say, guys. This is a very short video. When I saw this, I said I kind of knew this was going to happen, just as the same when it comes down to male loneliness or women loneliness, as a matter of fact, as well. You will no longer need to go out there and do any type of, randomized guessing. Okay, you can program your AI bots. Okay, and this is a great thing, so no one will never be alone. But I still think women will fuck it up anyway. Because I've talked to hundreds of women who had the perfect male and simply got bored. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and so instead of people going to court and men losing their income, losing half their income, because men have more to lose in relationships than women do overall. You guys have done the great thing for creating, the guys have created AI, okay? So now we won't have this problem with going to courts and someone seeing someone and saying, oh, false allegation. There'll be a reason for it. And you can be, there should be a law for infidelity, okay? And also false allegations and also conspiracy to conspire, okay? You should be able to sue from all those things. Trump did it as well. He did it and won. He had a lot of high-powered attorneys, though, and that cost a lot of money. But AI will reduce the cost, effectiveness, okay? So you won't have to waste, anything because the AI have done everything for you. All you do is type it in, type it in, type it in, type it in, and get the proper paperwork or evidence that you need. Okay. Other than that, that's all I really gotta say. I can't wait for it to happen because ever since the courts decided to make their bigoted and biased decision to remove my daughters, I had to create World War III in my mind so it can happen. Okay, so like I said before, a lot of people in this world are suffering. Okay, and that's intended. It's okay, but there are systems in place that will be put in place so justice can prevail. Right, justice can prevail. And then there are dark ones who basically want to cheat the system. So now we have AI to bypass that, okay? The AI will bypass all of these superficial heresies, okay? Other than that, that's all I really gotta say because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Life is too short to be stressed, guys. Either you're born with it or you don't have it, okay? And a lot of times people push themselves too hard for or being too ambitious for a lot of things. So you got to cut those things that are not a part of your life. Okay? It doesn't make you stupid. It doesn't make you highly intelligent. Okay? It just means that we are all humans living in this world. All right? Well, what else is there to say about AI taking over everything? They are going to take over relationships. They're going to take over attorney-client privileges. They're going to be able to do all sorts of things for you guys. All right? And please make sure you stay healthy. All right? Stay healthy and stay away from people in general. Stay away. A lot of people, they tend to not be them true selves. And the only way to find out if someone's their true self is through time and testing. You have to. Anyone who hangs around you must be tested at all times, like Mr. Raymond Reddington. You have to always test the loyalty of a person. You always have to. And I know that may be a great liability and that may be a lot of stress, but you have to do it. Okay, there are people who have intentions you don't know about. And if you are psychic, like I said before, I made a video about psychics in the courts. Okay, all these discrepancies in the courts will be abolished. All right. Other than that, that's all I really gotta say. Y'all have a nice day. AI will be taking over, and I'm glad to see it that the AI can do a lot for everyone. If you just type in your prompts and everything else that belongs with it, there'll be people creating programs and try to charge an arm and a leg. Just be careful now, because attorneys should not be thousands and thousands of dollars every hour, or retainer fees and all that stuff. You know, that's a thing in the past. That's gonna be a thing in the past. And like I said before, justice is coming, and the AI should fix everything. And this is your opportunity, the guys who have the know-how and the power to move this thing forward. Okay, and AI shall be taking over everything, and that's a great thing. Okay, especially for you guys though, because of false allegations and rapes and stuff like that. No. Other than that, that's all we gotta say. Peace.